And welcome back again, opening night at the Knoxville Late Model Nationals, getting set to go again. We're joined now by Bobby Pierce, one of the favorites coming into tonight. And Bobby, last year, looking back on that race, so close to getting it done. Couldn't quite catch the Newport Nightmare just quite yet in the last laps there, but coming into this weekend, you got to feel really confident.
Oh yeah, last year was a close one for sure, and I've had some decent finishes here. Like I think 2 years ago I got third or fourth. Some guys ran out of fuel there at the very end, and last year, yeah, I had a very good chance at winning. Right when I slid Jimmy, I jumped the cushion and made a mistake, and then me and Don got together, and then I had to go to the back because I spun out, and that was a little hard, but there's always next year, and here we are again. So hopefully we can get her going, have some good prelim nights, and get a decent starting spot for Saturday. But how many laps this race is, it doesn't really matter where you start. As long as you're fast, I think you can get there.
Going to be a long way to climb from the back to the front, but it has been done before, of course. And, of course, you're not on the tour full-time with Lucas Oil this year, kind of doing your own thing a little bit here, but you have had success on the stops you went to, mainly going back to I-80 Speedway. The Silver Dollar Nationals, a major win for you. I mean, talk about the confidence building up as the season goes on.
Yeah, I-80, it was the one that I had to get because it got away the year before. Right. So that felt really nice, and we've been really close, like you said, a lot of these big races. The World last weekend, I was leading that, and then fell to third, and then the right front tire blew, and I got the wall. So, that's how racing goes. You never know. You can have the fastest car, and sometimes it doesn't mean you're going to be the winner. But as long as we can be competitive at every single race, that feels pretty good. And here we got the Pierce car with us, so hopefully we can get it rolling because all my other cars were torn up.
Going to be a great weekend of racing, of course. For those that know Bobby Pierce and are big fans of his, you know exactly where he runs the racetrack. He puts that right rear right against the cushion. He'll be up top all weekend long. What is it about the high side of a racetrack that kind of makes it your place to be?
Well, just when the track slicks off and you got that cushion up there, I prefer to run where guys aren't, and most of the time they were on the bottom, but wherever I got to make my car work. But I just like the top, I don't know if it's a speed or what it is. It's just fun up there, and it seems to work most of the time.
Now, we are at the sprint car capital of the world this weekend for 3 nights of late model racing. So ever entertain thoughts about maybe jumping in a sprint car, testing it out, and playing around with it?
No.
Simple answer, no on there. Any advice for anyone they talk to you here about running this racetrack? You've been here a couple times, obviously, but any advice you gotten from the drivers at all?
The first time I came here, I was pretty young. My dad gave me some advice, but really just forget about the brake pedal and just gas it early on. But then it gets really slick, and you just got to focus on hitting your marks, So, it gets that fine line where you're on the bottom on the berm and you can't slip up. And then if you're on the top, you really got to haul the speed in there and just try to keep it right on the cushion and not push and jump the cushion. So it's a pretty tricky track. That's what I really like about it too. It's got good black dirt, makes for good racing, and you always normally have a few lines to choose from. You just got to really qualify good because that's a big part of it, and try to start close to the front as you can so you don't have to work as hard.
The smooth operator, Bobby Pierce. Maybe someday we'll see him in a sprint car, but for this weekend, he's back in his old office in the Bobby Pierce number 32.